Hey Pisces, thanks for visiting. If you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment, as I always say, but only if you'd like to. I've shuffled, everything's ready, cards are all shuffled, so let's start your reading for Pisces. So the first card you have your past is the High Priestess. What I'm seeing here is that your intuition was trying to tell you something. And this could be about someone who wasn't telling you everything, or there was some suspicions around this person. Someone could be withholding some information from you, or they might not be telling you everything. It's something like that. They could have had a reason for not revealing things. Sometimes there are genuine reasons and good reasons for not doing that. But what I'm seeing is that you did have a feeling something wasn't quite right, something wasn't adding up with this person. Maybe you didn't want to believe this. I'm seeing conflicting things here. I'm seeing, the High Priestess, you had intuition, you suspected something, but you needed balance and you weren't getting that balance. So it was like half of you was thinking, no, this couldn't possibly be true. I really like this person. I don't believe they do anything like that. I trust them. They're perfect, I'm going to stick with this person. The other part of you is thinking something's not right. Something is not right. That's what you were thinking at this time. So yes, your instincts were telling you one thing and your feelings or your brain was telling you another thing. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have your past is the Knight of Swords. So yes, someone around you maybe didn't approve of this person in the High Priestess, and maybe they could see something you couldn't see. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, I'm seeing someone telling you about them, or warning you, or telling you that they don't want this, they don't like this person, or something negative about this person. They were very forceful in the way they were speaking to you. So because of that, that might have been a reason why you weren't really listening to them, or you just didn't want to believe anything against this person, even though your own instincts were telling you this. They were a bit blunt, actually, when they were telling you they don't like this person or something negative about them. So you could have been a bit rebellious, actually. You didn't listen to this person. It could have been a relative, an older relative or someone like that. That's why I'm seeing rebelliousness. Yes, this person could be a bit bossy as well. But what they actually have to say, if you remove the bossiness, if you remove the delivery of the way they were telling you this, there was actually something worth listening to in what they were saying. But you're completely not wanting to listen to this because your mind or your heart was telling you, no, I'm going to stick with this person. I don't think they do anything wrong. Even though your instincts were telling you that, something was wrong. That's what I'm seeing. So it's very confusing. The last card you have your past is the Five of Wands. So yes, this confusion, you had this battle going on inside your head, and you wanted to believe. You wanted to believe someone was okay, or something was okay, but your instincts were trying to tell you that something was not okay, something was not all right, and something was trying to tell you, someone was trying to tell you something, and you didn't want to hear them. So you had these three conflicting things going around and around inside of your head at this time, and you just, I think deep down you knew what you should be doing, but your heart didn't want to tell you. Your heart was feeling a different thing. You just wanted to stick with this person. The first card you have your present is the Star. So what I see a lot in your readings, and I'm seeing this now, is that when things seem to be going wrong in other areas of your life, your work life is going really well because you work really, really hard. When other things go wrong in your life, you turn to work. That's what I'm seeing, and that's what you're doing here. So you're focusing on work, you're focusing on business, and you're doing this at this time because you're seeing, you know exactly where you want to go at this time in your work or in your business. You're following the star, you have a very clear path of where you want to go, and this is fantastic. But what I'm seeing is, I often see this pattern, is that if your personal life is going well, if your love life is going well, your work life isn't going so well. And the same is the opposite as well. When your work's going well, your love life isn't going so well. So it's kind of like you can't find this balance properly. You can't find this balance. But at the moment, in your future, your work life is going well. You know exactly where you want to go with this, and you're following the star. And there's a very clear path in front of you. So the next card you have your present is the King of Wands. I'm seeing you're being a leader at this time. You're leading in something. This is to do with work as well. It could be to do with work, or it could be other things. But it could be, leading and with the star and clear workplace positivity. That's why I'm thinking it could be at work. Yes, and people look up to you. They're looking up to you. They're asking you questions. They really admire your knowledge at this time. You're an expert in something, or you're good at something. And people are looking up to you. But also I'm seeing there's a bit of inflexibility as well. So you could be missing out on things because you know where your path is, you know where you're going. You've got this clear path set out, and that's a good thing. But you could be missing out on other things around you. You might be a bit inflexible, so you might be following along the path of the star. And there could be some things on the side of the road because you're determined to go down the road and not see what's at the side. You're missing things. So don't let your path, your straight path ahead of you, let you miss what's going on along the side of the road, because you might pick up some really good things at the side. Don't be inflexible. Don't be completely inflexible. Be a bit flexible. You might need to, change a few little things here and there, and it might be to your benefit. So don't do that. Don't be inflexible. The last card you have, your present, is the Nine of Wands. So, you're strong and you're resilient. You're strong and resilient. But I'm also seeing that you're determined. So this resilience is coming up well in your workplace, but it's coming up in a not so good way in your private life, because you're determined to stick with this person in the High Priestess. You're using your determination to do the wrong thing. I'm sorry I keep telling you this is wrong, but this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm sensing here. If this doesn't resonate, it doesn't. This is just what I'm seeing. So this friend or this partner, it could be a love relationship, something needs to change with this. Something's not quite right. Your instincts are telling you that. Follow your instincts. You know that. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your future is the Six of Cups. So at this time, I'm seeing you're going to be thinking about the early days you spent with this person in the High Priestess who you're hanging on to. You're thinking about the early days you're going to be at this time, and you're going to be thinking, because this is probably a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship, but it also could be a romantic relationship, and that's why you're stuck to this person. You're determined to hold on to this because you're thinking about all the happy memories you had with this person. You had happy times with them. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have, your future, is Death. So what I'm seeing here is that there are many, many signs around you. This is what I'm seeing. This is a warning. This is telling you, you should move on. You should move forward, but you're not. Something's stopping you from doing this. So there are signs around you. There are signs that are going to be around you at this time, showing you and telling you you need to change. But I'm still seeing you could be resisting this. I'm still seeing you could be hanging on to this person. So yes, you have these happy memories with the beginning of your relationship or the time you spent with this person. But these memories are memories. They're not matching up with what's happening now. They're different to what's happening now. This is different. Memories are in the past. Yes, you had some fantastic times with this person, but that's not what's happening now. You need to think about what's happening now, or in your future, at this time in your future, whenever this is happening in your future. So yes, I'm sorry, if you can't move away from this person, at least try to take a temporary break. Take one step at a time to move away from this person. And you might not listen to me. You probably won't listen to me because I'm seeing that you're determined to be stuck with this person. I'm sorry, that's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your future, is the Fool. Again, try to move forward and break out of these old patterns. Break out of these old patterns with this person. Move forward, leap away from this, jump away from this person. Even if you start by taking one step, even if you start by taking one step, try. Okay, so I don't think you'll listen to me, but that's what I'm seeing. And I'm sorry, this is really specific. It may not resonate with everyone. It probably won't resonate with many people. The people who, or the person who it resonates with, if you're listening to this, if this resonates with you, please try and move away from this person. People are telling you, your instincts are telling you, lots of signs are telling you, This reading is telling you, try to move away from this person. If you can't do it quickly, try and do it at least slowly, one step at a time. I'm really, really sorry, Pisces. I'm sorry if this doesn't resonate. This is what I was seeing. Yes, this is a general reading. It won't always resonate with everyone again. But if you like this reading, you probably don't like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so, so very much for watching. Thank you.